pussy stink. Hookah. Wow, I hope that's a good intro for episode 35. Thank you. And you are listening to the I'm Just show with Justin Werley. Thank you for listening again. Last week's episode of the podcast with Dave Landau went very well. It started off awkwardly, like I expected, because I'm uncomfortable in social situations. Little known fact, not many people know that. Justin Werley is uncomfortable in many social situations, but I put on a hell of an act. Yeah, we got like 1,100 views, so that's kind of cool. Let me just brag about my 1,100 views while people are out there getting millions and millions for unboxing a fucking tampon. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. Hope everybody had a great week. I myself had a busy week. I was out at the Pennsylvania Wrestling Championships this weekend. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'll tell you what. Booking a hotel through Expedia sounds like a great idea. I didn't have a great time. Sip potatoes for the working man. Didn't have a great time. I booked my hotel Wednesday morning, I believe it was. And it was a great deal. I had like a suite that I booked, like an extra living area with a fucking full-size fridge and then a separate room for the bedroom. And it was the same price as like a regular room with like a double bed. So I was like, fucking, yeah, I'm taking that. I'm gonna book that. So I did that. And I booked it for one night because Thursday, the way it works is Thursday they wrestle for like our classification wrestles for like from like 9 o'clock to like 1:30, and then you're done the entire day. So I just came home after that because they wrestle the state championships in Hershey, Pennsylvania, at the Giant Center. It's an arena there, and it's like an hour away from my house. So I drove home that night. Friday is the only night I booked the room for. So Friday morning on the way out to Hershey, I called the hotel, the Hampton Inn. Hey, Stacy, I'm staying at this Hampton Inn. Isn't this great? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You gotta love Fast Times. It's one of my favorite movies. So many fucking good quotes from that movie. What is it? $50 and a ride. Or how much does it cost to get an abortion in Fast Times? What is it? 250 bucks? What is it? I gotta find that out. How much is an abortion in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Google. You gotta Google it. Son, you gotta Google it. You gotta use the Google. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Abortion price. How much was it? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's going to cost $150 at the free clinic. That's fucking hilarious, by the way. That's one line I didn't really realize. 9 Fast Times. Okay, let's do this. 9 Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Rated R for sexual. Yeah. Okay. Here, let's reenact this scene. Jennifer. No, I've got to talk to you now. Robert Ramus, a.k.a. Rat. No, that's not Rat. Rat. That's not Rat. Anyway, don't go away. I hope this is important because I could be blowing a big deal. Mike, I just want you to know that I'm pregnant. How do you know it's mine? I mean, we only did it once. Jennifer. I haven't been with anybody else. I know it's yours. That's not true. She was with that fucking old guy earlier in the movie. I mean, it was your idea. You wanted it more than I did. You wanted it more than I did. No. Take that back. All right. I take it back. Look, we got to do something about it. I mean, we got to get an abortion. My brother Art got his girlfriend one once. It's simple. It's no big deal. I I would love to hear Rodney Dangerfield say this. All right, take it back, Look, we got to do something about it. I mean, we got to get an abortion. My brother Art, he got one for his girlfriend. It's simple. It's no big deal, I'll tell you. Oh, jeez, I'll tell you. Hey. Hey, we got to get an abortion. Hey, no respect for the baby. You can fucking kill it. We smash its head. Hey, the baby gets no respect in an abortion. Yeah, I got that planned. It's gonna cost $150 at the free clinic. Doesn't sound free to me. I suppose you want me to pay for it. Half okay. A ride to the clinic. And a ride to the clinic. $75 and a ride. Okay. I think I just came. Didn't you feel it? Anyway, yeah, that's an iconic scene. $75 and a ride. Anyway, he doesn't go to pick her up. And then she spray paints his car. I think it says small dick or something like that. But anyway, where was I? What led me to abortion? Ratzenberg, $50 and a ride. I don't know what led me there. But it was a cheap hotel at the... because I was making fun of that. We're staying at the Hampton Inn. This character always used to say, you act like wherever you are is the place to be. Isn't this the place to be? Ooh, let me have some iced tea. Isn't this some great iced tea? Yeah. So that's where I was going with this. I was staying at the big, fancy Hampton Inn, which has been apparently remodeling for 47 years. Nice wood paneling. But anyway, I called on the way out there, and according to the person at the hotel, I did not have the room with the extra living space, even though the pictures of what I booked said I did. So I called Expedia, canceled through Expedia, had to call back to the hotel, got the room I wanted. And here's the thing. The room I wanted through Expedia, or the room they booked me at, was basically 2 double beds with a fucking TV in the room. Which turns out, hindsight, would have been fine. Because I was barely in the fucking thing. But, you know how I am. I think it's cool to stay, to upgrade when you can. I don't know. I get a kick out of that. I think it's fun. I think it's neat to have that. Even though you're not staying at I'm staying at the Hampton Inn in Hershey. I got a suite. Who the fuck cares? But, yeah, so I called and I canceled everything. So they were going to charge me the same price. Well, they were going to charge me for a double bed with a TV. Okay, that price there was only $9 cheaper than a separate bedroom with a living room area, pull-out couch, full kitchen, suite. And that was through the hotel. So what I'm saying to you people is, be careful. Because I don't know what happened there, but I ended up paying $9 more for a way better room than I would have booked through Expedia. I don't know what happened. Don't know. Don't care. $75 in a ride. Hey, I'm getting an abortion. Go up there with some fucking... Go up your pussy with a weed whacker. Hey, no respect for the vagina, I'll tell you. Hey, a little rough in here. All right. Anyway. Anyway. It was a good weekend. The school I coached for, we had one wrestler in it, and ended up being the highest placing wrestler at the state tournament. Got 6th place out of all Berks County schools. So that was pretty cool. Out of all the schools in our area, we had the highest placing guy in the state tournament. So that's a pretty cool thing. What else was there? What did I do? Oh my God! I just got done watching the movie Buried. Buried. He was buried. He was buried. Buried with Ryan Reynolds, because I was watching the Anthony Cumia podcast, Anthony Cumia show on Compound Media, and I was watching that podcast from, I believe it. Well, one of the fucking episodes, 778, episode 778. They've been around a lot longer than me. And they also have a video element, which might help my show, dummy. They were talking about that movie. And they were saying it was kind of fucked up. And it creates anxiety. So naturally, one that has an anxiety issue and occasionally takes medication for it goes, that should be something I should watch. So I watched it, and it is uncomfortable the entire fucking time. So uncomfortable my cat. So uncomfortable my cat, who was sitting on its perch. When the movie started, first off, I didn't think the movie was playing because it starts off pitch black and nothing's happening. Like nothing. So I thought, what the fuck's wrong with my player? Like, I had it up on, I put it on the YouTube app on my Xbox One, and I thought, what the fuck? I just clicked to watch this, and now nothing's happening. Again, something wrong with my internet or whatever. But it turns out it just starts off that way, and it's complete pitch black on the screen, and you hear Ryan Reynolds start breathing and kind of moving around a little bit, but there's no picture. My cat is staring dead at this fucking TV. What the fuck is that? He thinks there's a person back there. He actually turns, he was facing the opposite direction, turns around on top of his perch just to stare at the TV. Needless to say, the cat and I watched the movie together, and we are both very high-strung people. We are both very high-strung. And I'll tell you, after it was over, wanted to be held. But yeah, it is if you like suspenseful movies, the ending is, the whole thing is suspenseful, but the ending is, I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But there's something that happens at the end that makes you go, oh, jeez. I mean, it would suck to have what happened happen, but I don't know. Let me know your opinions of it. But I definitely recommend watching it. But yes, I had anxiety throughout it because, well, he's buried. He's buried in a coffin the entire movie. There's your spoiler. He's buried in a coffin alive the entire movie. But it was definitely interesting. Some things didn't make a ton of sense. Some things in the movie, like you're like, okay, if that can happen, then why can't this happen? You know, there's there's a few holes, I guess you would say. A few holes, like a broad. You gotta fill them with your cock. Oh! But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Sports news. The big sports news is, well, Bryce Harper's still fucking Philly and played his first game yesterday, Saturday the 9th. Saturday the 9th. And it was a game. He got a walk, and the guy behind him hit a home run. So, whatever. Antonio fucking Brown. Antonio Brown, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Worst mustache ever in the history of fucking mustaches? I mean, Jesus Christ. I gotta pull up a picture of this guy. This might be the podcast photo. I might put Antonio Brown in whiteface. Google. Antonio Brown. And images. Okay, there's a normal one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Ugly mustache. I wouldn't want him on the team just because of that fucking mustache. What? Now, why can't we find a goddamn video of it? A picture of it. He's got a horrible mustache. And of course, now there's nothing. Come on. Oh, let's look at all. Sports what's good. Ugliness. We gotta be able to see his stupid mustache. Nobody took a picture of his stupid mustache. They all post like good pictures of him. If you wanted to make fun of him, you should post a shit picture. Oh, born on the other side of the fence. And now my laptop doesn't want to do shit. Sports watch. Mustache. Let me try Antonio Brown mustache. Maybe that'll work. Yellow. Okay, let me take yellow mustache. Because he has a yellow mustache. People, he has a yellow, disgusting mustache. Here it is. But that's with his kid. I don't want it with his kid. There it is. Let's use that one. That's fucking hideous. Hideous. Anyway, Antonio Brown got traded to the Raiders, and the Steelers now are stuck with $21 million. $21 million. Okay, that was good. $1 million in dead cap space, which means, or dead money against the cap, which means they have just $21 million they can't do shit with. It counts against their cap, and they don't have a player to represent that money. That's what dead money is called. That's how much they wanted Antonio Brown out of their fucking organization. That tells me he was the worst person in the goddamn locker room you could even imagine. There's no reason to keep that kind of money on the books just to get rid of a guy unless you fucking hate him. And they're like, oh, it's an amicable split. No, I don't think so. If you're willing to keep that money on the books, first off, that's a slap in the face of the player you're letting go. But the Raiders, what was the deal? The Raiders are supposedly paying Antonio Brown to the Raiders. They are for a 3rd and 5th round draft pick, but then the salary is supposed to go, okay, 50 million with incentives to go to 54. Oh God, no! You don't need to know my location. Why does every laptop need to know my goddamn location? Fuck off, block, fucker. Rework. He's now the highest paid wide receiver. $30 million of his contract is guaranteed. But I thought what's the yearly average on that? New contract will be 3 years, $50 million with incentives to go to 54. There's also 30 point whatever million guaranteed. Let's do some quick math here. And by quick math, I mean takes a while because I'm retarded with math. Okay. So let's say he gets the incentives. He goes to 54 million. 54, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 54 million divided by 3 equals 18 million a year. 18 million a year. Well, the guy got what he wanted. What are you going to do? Good for him, I guess. He needs to invest in a better fucking mustache, I'll tell you that. I wonder if he dyed his mustache because he's in Pittsburgh. Because that would be black and yellow. He's got black hair. He's got the Blake skin. He's a black-skinned angel out there on the field, he is. So maybe that's what it is. But a 3rd and a 5th, that sounds cheap. That doesn't sound that bad. The guy's a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. He's, at one time, if not still, looked at as the best wide receiver in the league. Anyway. What else happened this weekend? I had a few weird things. Oh, at the hotel. I forgot to tell you this story. At the hotel in Hershey. My room was on the 5th floor. 532 was the room number. So I check in, I start taking stuff up to the room, and I have to go down in the car to get something else. So I flip the deadbolt over so my door doesn't lock. I don't want to fuck around with the key. I'm the only one there. I don't give a fuck. So I get down to the lobby, and I get what I need, and I'm waiting at the elevator, and there's some other guy coaching. He's a wrestling coach like I am, and we were standing at the elevator bullshitting. So I get in the elevator, and he's going to the 4th floor. We get to talking, and I start talking, and then he gets off the elevator, and we continue our conversation as we're walking. I got off on the 4th floor, not realizing I got off on the 4th floor. So I start walking like I'm going to my room. So I go to room 432, not 532, which was my original room. So I go to 432, which also happens to be unlocked the same way as mine. The deadbolt across the latch so that you can just walk right in and out. I go into my room. It's the same type of room. Same type of room that I had. So I go in, and I go into the separate bedroom area, and I see that the covers, they're jostled. Somebody jostled the covers. Nobody's in this room, but the covers are moved around. I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody's in my room. Somebody was in my fucking room. I was only going like not even 10 minutes. I'm looking around. I'm like, my fucking bag's gone. All the shit I brought up is gone. Then I realized, fuck, I'm not on the 5th floor. What if somebody would have came in and saw me in their room? What if somebody would have saw me in the room? I would have confronted the person. I wouldn't have been happy about it. I can tell you that right now. I would have thought somebody was trying to rob me. But yes, that is just another goddamn thing in the world of Justin Matthew Werley. That's right. Google it. Google it. Boeing 730. Oh, we're going to the news, by the way. Boeing 737 crashes in Ethiopia. I heard it was a little slim on fuel. I heard it was a little slim. I heard the fuel tank was malnourished. I heard there were flies on the lips of the plane. Okay, anyway. Breaking Ethiopian flight was believed to be carrying 149 passengers and 8 crew members. Who is flying in Ethiopia? Why are planes in Ethiopia? Shouldn't other countries be flying to Ethiopia? Not... Is it an Ethiopian airline? Who goes, I want to fly Ethiopian Air. Who has ever said that? I'm flying Ethiopian. Hey. Just got a flight? I'm flying Ethiopian. Who the fuck gives a shit? Who wants to do that? Oh, now there's 157 people. No, it changes as you click on the headline. As I clicked on the headline on CNN News, it went from fuck off ad. It went from 149 to 157 by clicking on the headline. Does that tell you people what actually fucking gets reported here? All 157 people on the flight that crashed after soon taking off from Addis Ababa have been killed. If you're flying out of Addis Ababa, I don't know. If your airport sounds like a baby talking, probably shouldn't fly out of there. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. If your airport sounds like baby talk, Addis Ababa, Addis Ababa, I'm not flying out of your airport. So, the plane en route to... Oh, fucking hell. Well, en route to hell for some of them, I'm sure. But, lost contact at 8:44. It was... Oh, yes. Let's go from Ethiopia to Kenya. We're having a destination wedding. We're going to Ethiopia for 3 nights, and then we're staying in Kenya for 4. The aircraft flight. Who cares about the fuck flight? Well, I guess people in Ethiopia. Look, she's got a cell phone, the young lady, old lady. I can't tell. You can't tell some of those people. It said 32 Kenyans, 18 Canadians. You're Canadian! What are you doing in Ethiopia? We're going to give some food, and we're going to help people. Then we're going to die in a plane crash because we're supposed to be good. People, I get it. I get you're trying to do the right thing. I get you want to help people. I understand that. There's got to be a way to help them without you physically going there. Don't go to these places. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Don't go to these places. Fly these people here. If they make it, great. If they make it on their fucking Wright Brothers style airplane yet to our country, educate them, send them back, and then let them fix their shit. Like, that's what we should do. Us going there for a month and then leaving, that's great. We went there for a month, and if we don't come back and keep fucking coming back, it's going to go to shit again. So bring some people here, through some program or vetting or whatever the hell we need to do. Some people that are trusted and that want to improve their society. Some leaders over there that are trusted, and give them the education they need to go back to their country and make improvements. And then monitor it through that. That's the way it needs to be fixed. Stop going there. You're not making a difference. Yeah, okay, you're making a short-term difference. But why would you want people to be why would you want people to constantly rely on you to save their ass? Why not teach them how to save their own ass? By bringing them here. That's what I would do. But also, I get tummy aches on airplanes. So I don't want to fly. I don't mind flying, but I definitely would not fly Ethiopian Air, the skinniest stewardess on planet. Stumbled all over my joke and then stumbled all over my making fun of my joke. Anyway, we serve grain on the flight. Grain and polluted water. We have dirty pond water as a delicacy. You can have a Pabst Blue Ribbon or dirty pond water that may give you malaria. Fly Ethiopian Air. If you are a woman and you look at a man, we'll cut your feet off on Ethiopian Air. Anyway, so CEO visited the crash site. He said that the plane is now right inside the ground. This is legit a quote from the CEO of the airline. The plane is right now inside of the ground. Yeah, well, that's the guy I want running my company. The plane, it was in the sky, it was in flight, it was flying, and now it is in the ground. Oh, Macho Man Randy Savage doing that as a promo. Oh, yeah! The plane is flying through the sky. Oh, yeah. Planes are flying, coming in and out of the atmosphere. Oh, yeah. Ditching and diving on the clouds. And one moment later, boom! It was in the ground like you're gonna be Hogan! Anyway. Wow. Scratchy throat there. Oh, the routine maintenance check didn't reveal any problems. Said, God. The guy's name is Gabri Mariam. One word, no spaces, 2 capital letters in that last name. The routine maintenance check didn't reveal any problems. What is the routine maintenance check in Ethiopian Air? Is it a plane? Okay, you good to go. What is the maintenance check on Ethiopian Air? I banged on tire. It did not deflate. Fly the plane. What is it? What is a maintenance check on Ethiopian Air? I did dance around plane. Okay, flight plane, good to go. Good to go. I say good to go. Okay, so don't fly Ethiopian Air because plane is now in the ground. Their one plane is now in the ground. All right, anything on Fox News? Okay, I don't know what it is about AOC. And those of you who follow a little bit of politics know who she is. She is a Democratic young lady. I think she's 29. What is her real name? What is her real name? Let me Google that. Go to the Google. We'll go into the Google. There's really a soundbite that says that, but I'd probably be too lazy to edit it in anyway. Edited it in anyway. AOC, real name. It is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She, in some photos from back in the day, has nice fucking tits. She looks good. She went to Boston University, and she looks good. But it's either, any picture you see of her, she either looks hot or, oh my God, crazy eyes, horse teeth. There's no middle ground with her. Hot as fuck or crazy eyes, crazy. Wow, am I Dutch? Or crazy. She just looks crazy. Crazy-eyed horse teeth. I don't know why. But she's a nutcase. Let's see, do we have anything going on here with the Fox News? There's George Foreman and a black lady. Tragedy strikes family of popular retired boxer. Oh, no. Jan Michael Vincent dead. Airwolf star. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Luke Perry's fiance breaks silence after star's tragic death. Mayor of Italian city. Tired of tourists ordering classic meal that doesn't exist. Okay, who cares? Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson. No, just stop. Boy 7 picks up a bag of cocaine and fentanyl dropped by man in fast food restaurant. J-Lo sports huge sparkler after boyfriend A-Rod proposes. So he got her a sparkler? I don't want to buy you a ring. Here's a firework. If it blows off your finger, we're not getting married. Rapper sued for $1 million by club promoter who claims emotional distress. I don't care. None of this is that great. There's no great news on Fox News today. So I guess I guess that's the end of the show. I don't know. Is there any funny fucking YouTube shit I can play on here? I'm going to end the show today with this. I'm going to end the show with former, I believe now deceased, Rob Ford, former mayor of Toronto, talking about all the pussy he has to eat at home while he was mayor. Let's play this clip here. Okay, back it up, and we'll end with this. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Subscribe to us on Gab. Subscribe to us on Minds. Subscribe on YouTube. We need to get more YouTube subscribers up here. Also on Instagram, follow us. Twitter, Facebook. You people need to get involved. If you're listening to the show, you need to get out there, and you need to find that fucking dog. No, you need to, be a part of the social media part of the show. I'd like to send a thank you here. By the way, I'm the shittiest Twitter troll that I can think of. This guy on Twitter, I recommend following, because he's posts a lot of like some serious stuff, but a lot of it, oh my god, it's hilariously misogynistic, and I think it's funny. The Twitter name is AYANFE. Actually, no, that's not his handle. That's his name, but it's at OYE_BOBS. At OYE_BOBS. He started following me a little while ago, and I've been following him, and it's goddamn hilarious, some of the shit he posts. So anyway, follow him, follow me. Follow you follow me, break right through. Anyway, what was it? Breaking Benjamin. I think that band was named after Sandusky's group of kids. Anyway, let's turn up the volume and hear Mayor Rob Ford. Have a good weekend, everybody.
They're calling a friend of mine a prostitute. Alana is not a prostitute. She's a friend, and it makes me sick how people are saying this. So unfortunately, I have no other choice. I'm the last one to take legal action. I can't put up with it anymore. So I've named the names. Litigation will be starting shortly. I've had enough. That's why I warned you guys yesterday. Be careful what you wrote. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. And the next thing I want to call Mayor Britannia in Hamilton and tell him that we're going to have to spank their little tiger cats. Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life tour. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
What about drinking?
I'm just saying, don't get upset. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm just saying, don't you take it personally. I'm just saying.